Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to share with you a transformative idea, one that can change the way you face the world and how you navigate life's challenges. The idea is simple, yet powerful. Act as if nothing affects you. Now you might ask, how can I possibly do that when life throws challenges, disappointments, and struggles in my path every day? And that is a fair question. We live in a world where external circumstances often dictate our mood, our actions, and even our beliefs. The stress of work, the pressure of relationships, and the weight of failure can all feel overwhelming. But here's the truth that many fail to see. You are not at the mercy of your circumstances unless you choose to be. What if I told you that your external world is nothing more than a reflection of your internal state? What if the secret to mastering your life lies not in changing the world around you, but in changing how you react to it? The key to unlocking true freedom lies in your ability to remain unshaken, no matter what happens. Now, let's break this down. When I say act as if nothing affects you, it's not about denying emotions or pretending that life is perfect. We are all human, and it's natural to feel. It's about shifting your perspective. It's about realizing that your power doesn't come from what happens to you, but from how you respond to it. Think about the most successful, peaceful, and fulfilled people you know. Are they immune to life's hardships? Absolutely not. They experience failure, criticism, loss, and disappointment. But the difference is how they respond. They don't allow the chaos of the world to disrupt their inner peace. They don't let external events define their sense of self-worth or happiness. Instead, they have cultivated an unshakable belief in their own power and purpose. To act as if nothing affects you means to take full responsibility for your emotional state. It means learning to maintain your inner balance, no matter how the storm rages outside. It means knowing that you control the energy you bring into any situation. And here's the most liberating part. When you live from this place of inner strength and resilience, the world around you begins to shift. Your actions are more deliberate, your decisions are clearer, and your influence becomes unstoppable. People begin to notice your calmness, your confidence, and your ability to remain poised under pressure. And this draws opportunities, respect, and success towards you. The greatest power you possess is your ability to choose how you respond to life. You have the ability to choose peace over panic, resilience over resignation, and action over apathy. When you master this, you realize that the world cannot rattle you, it can only reveal your true strength. So the next time life tests you, remember, act as if nothing affects you. Because when you do, you'll discover the power to rise above any situation and become the architect of your own fate. Your true power lies not in the events that unfold in your life, but in the way you choose to respond to them. It's easy to fall into the trap of letting external circumstances dictate your mood or your sense of self. However, by understanding that you have the ability to control how you react, you realize that your peace, success, and happiness are in your hands. Each moment is an opportunity to demonstrate that you are the master of your thoughts and emotions. By adopting a mindset that empowers you to rise above, you break free from the limitations that come with being reactive. Instead of letting the world control you, you learn to control your inner world, and from there, the outer world follows suit. True peace isn't something that can be found externally. It's not dependent on your surroundings, your job, or the people in your life. Real inner strength comes from a place that no external event can disturb. When you learn to cultivate peace from within, no matter what storms rage outside, you become a rock, unmovable and unshaken. Life will always present challenges, but those challenges only serve to reinforce your internal foundation. By focusing on creating inner peace, you set the stage for everything else in your life to align in harmony, no matter what happens around you. While emotions are an inherent part of being human, They don't have to control you. It's important to recognize that emotions, no matter how intense, are temporary. They come and go, but your ability to remain calm and focused is lasting. By accepting that feelings are transient, you free yourself from the grip of negative emotions. You no longer allow sadness, anger, or frustration to dictate the course of your day. Instead, you acknowledge your emotions, process them, and then let them pass, ensuring that they don't interfere with your ability to think and act clearly. You might not always be able to control what happens around you, but you have complete control over the energy you bring into every situation. This power is something that everyone has, but few tap into. Your energy influences the tone of any room you enter, and the attitude you adopt affects the results you achieve. When you face a difficult situation with positivity and determination, it often transforms the outcome, not only for you, but for those around you. Whether you're in a meeting, a personal interaction, or a moment of solitude, maintaining control of your energy can make all the difference in the world. When life throws you a challenge, the key is not to avoid it, but to shift your perspective and reframe the situation. Instead of viewing obstacles as threats, view them as opportunities for growth and learning. This mindset allows you to approach life with a sense of curiosity rather than fear. Each challenge becomes a chance to learn something new about yourself, to become stronger, and to enhance your abilities. Life's difficulties are inevitable, but how you approach them can turn them into valuable lessons that propel you forward, rather than setbacks that hold you back. Being resilient isn't about avoiding challenges or pretending that everything is always fine. It's about maintaining your inner balance and strength when life gets tough. True resilience means facing life's difficulties head on, understanding that hardships are temporary and that your capacity to endure and rise above them is infinite. Resilience doesn't make the problems go away, but it empowers you to keep moving forward with courage and clarity. When you build your resilience, you unlock a deep sense of freedom, knowing that no matter what comes your way, you have the ability to withstand it and keep progressing. Success starts from within. It's not about waiting for the perfect circumstances to appear or for other people to approve of you. It's about cultivating self-belief, inner peace, and clarity. When you focus on strengthening your internal state, your mindset, confidence, and ability to stay calm in the face of adversity, you build a solid foundation for success. The most successful individuals understand that their internal environment creates the external one. They know that by mastering their thoughts, emotions, and actions, they create the life they desire, not by luck or chance, but through consistent inner work. Composure is one of the most underrated yet powerful qualities you can develop. When you remain composed, especially under pressure, you send a message not only to others but also to yourself that you are in control. In moments of stress or challenge, your composure becomes a source of strength, allowing you to think clearly and make better decisions. People will begin to look to you for guidance because they will recognize your ability to handle difficult situations with grace. Composure builds trust, respect, and admiration, and it empowers you to face the world with confidence and clarity. Taking full control of your emotional state is not about suppressing your feelings, but rather understanding that you can choose how you respond to them. Your emotions don't have to dictate your actions. You can experience them without allowing them to derail you. By practicing self-awareness and emotional intelligence, you learn to navigate your feelings in a way that aligns with your goals. When you can regulate your emotions, you can stay focused on what truly matters and maintain clarity in every decision you make, no matter how emotionally charged the situation might be. Life can sometimes feel overwhelming, but remember, you can choose where to focus your energy. The key is to focus on what you can control: the thoughts you think, the actions you take, and the mindset you maintain. The uncontrollable external factors are outside your influence, so instead of expending energy on them, redirect it to your personal growth and goals. By focusing on your own actions, you create a ripple effect that influences your circumstances, allowing you to take charge of your life. When you stop worrying about things beyond your control, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and open the door to greater opportunities. When you learn to focus on what you can control, you unlock a powerful tool for living a fulfilling life. We often waste valuable energy worrying about things that are outside of our reach: other people's actions, uncontrollable events, or even past mistakes. By shifting your focus to the things you do have control over, such as your thoughts, actions, and reactions, you instantly regain your power. The moment you take responsibility for your own behavior, you step into a space where you can make real changes. Every decision you make from that point forward becomes a conscious choice that reflects your values and desires. This mindset shift is liberating because it means you no longer feel victim to external forces. Instead, you become the architect of your reality. When you give attention only to what you can influence, the chaos of the world becomes easier to navigate, and you find your peace amidst the noise. The most significant battles are often fought within the mind. How we think determines how we act, and how we act shapes our outcomes. Every time you face adversity, the battle begins in your thoughts: how you interpret and internalize the situation. If you view a challenge as something insurmountable, it can easily overwhelm you. However, if you approach it with a mindset of opportunity and growth, you empower yourself to overcome it. The key to mastering life's obstacles is learning to control your thoughts, not allowing negative or limiting beliefs to take hold. When your mind is trained to focus on solutions, strengths, and possibilities, the problems you encounter seem less daunting. Shifting your internal dialogue to one of positivity and resilience will transform your experience of life, turning challenges into stepping stones rather than barriers. Failure is not an end, it's a beginning. It's essential to realize that every failure carries with it valuable lessons that can propel you toward success. The people who achieve greatness are often those who have failed the most because they've learned to see failure as a necessary part of the journey. Failure is not an indication of your inability, it is simply feedback. It shows you what didn't work and offers you the chance to adjust and try again with more wisdom. The most successful individuals do not fear failure, but embrace it, knowing that it's an integral part of growth. When you stop viewing failure as something to avoid and start seeing it as a tool for learning, you take away its power to deter you. Every misstep is a lesson that brings you closer to your goals, strengthening your character and sharpening your skills. To remain present is one of the most powerful things you can do in any situation. It's all too easy to become consumed by past regrets or to worry endlessly about the future. But the only time you truly have is the present moment. When you stay grounded in the now, you free yourself from the weight of unnecessary stress and distraction. Being present allows you to experience life fully, appreciating the beauty and lessons each moment has to offer. It enables you to make better decisions because you're not clouded by what ifs or burdens from the past. In relationships, being present makes you a better listener, a more compassionate friend, and a more connected partner. The present moment holds immense power when you embrace it. You unlock a sense of peace, clarity, and focus that fuels your success and happiness. You are not a product of your circumstances. You are the creator of your life. Your beliefs, actions, and decisions have the power to shape your reality in ways that may seem impossible at first glance. The way you perceive yourself and the world around you determines the path you take. If you believe that you are destined to fail or that your life is out of your control, then that will become your experience. But if you believe that you have the ability to change your life, to shape your future, and to overcome obstacles, then you empower yourself to create something extraordinary. Your mindset is the foundation upon which your reality is built. By taking full responsibility for your thoughts and actions, you realize that you hold the pen to your own story, and you are the one who gets to decide how it unfolds. Your thoughts have a profound impact on the reality you experience. When you allow negative or self-limiting thoughts to dominate your mind, you create barriers that prevent you from reaching your full potential. On the other hand, when you consciously choose to focus on positive, empowering thoughts, you start to build a reality that reflects your aspirations. It's not about ignoring challenges, but rather about reprogramming your mindset to see opportunities rather than obstacles. By shifting your internal dialogue to one that affirms your worth, capabilities, and potential, you align your actions with your goals. This positive thinking will attract circumstances that support your growth, helping you create a life that matches the power you believe you possess. The more you practice this mindset, the more it becomes ingrained in your way of thinking, and soon you'll notice how your external world shifts to mirror your empowered thoughts. True confidence comes from knowing your own worth, not from seeking validation from others. When you base your self-esteem on external praise, compliments, or approval, you give others control over how you feel about yourself. However, when you cultivate an internal sense of confidence, you no longer rely on others to dictate your value. This self-assurance allows you to walk through life with your head held high, no matter what others think or say. When you know your own capabilities and trust your judgment, you become immune to the doubts or criticisms of others. Confidence is about believing in your abilities, trusting your instincts, and having the courage to move forward, regardless of external opinions. When you own your worth and act from that place, you radiate an energy that attracts respect and admiration, creating a powerful foundation for your personal and professional success. The key to growth is embracing discomfort and stepping outside of your comfort zone. Growth never happens in the safety of what you already know. It happens when you take risks, face your fears, and push beyond the boundaries of what feels familiar. Every time you step into uncertainty, you open the door to new opportunities, learning experiences, and personal transformation. The discomfort you feel is a sign that you are stretching your limits, expanding your capabilities, and moving closer to your true potential. It's easy to stay in a comfortable routine, but real progress requires courage to face the unknown. When you embrace challenges and view them as chances for growth, you begin to unlock the potential that's been waiting for you all along. The more you embrace discomfort, the more confident and resilient you become, paving the way for even greater achievements.